Any preamble?
Yes, I do. So in getting this all set up, went to go bookmark the wheel because I was like, why have I not done this yet? Why do I always open it from Discord? That's silly. So I go to bookmark it, and in the process, I'm on my desktop computer, and as you know, because I don't video game a lot, I'm not really on this a whole lot. So I go and I look at all my bookmarks, and I see that there are prior things that were saved. So there was school, there's school, survival, and cheer me up. And I was like, what are these? So I went and started clicking through them. And then I opened cheer me up. And I forgot that I shared this computer, the ability to get onto this login with other people who I've allowed to live in my house previously. So I look under cheer me up. And the first thing that's bookmarked is Porn MD. Which, for those that do not know, like me, I went and Googled what this is. Porn MD is a website that aggregates your porn search. So if you search MILFs, it'll canvas a bunch of different porn websites and pull up videos of MILFs from all of those different porn websites in one place.
Well, it's for
no
longer
if you have to live
porn.
the life. What?
If you lose porn.
What do you mean?
Because everybody has porn.
Everybody has.
Everybody has a couple of videos or artists that they frequent. Yeah, and so if you forget it, PornMD's the best way to narrow it down.
Well, you know more than I. I was just damn, kind of a cool website, I guess. But that shit audibly made me laugh when I clicked on it because I was like, this is fucking hilarious. Because I don't know if somebody bookmarked it as a joke, but I feel like more than likely they bookmarked it thinking it was gonna save to their Google account, and it didn't. It just saved to the computer.
Yeah, it is weird because it's just the PornMD website. Nothing specific searches or anything like that?
No, just the PornMD website.
Because I was going to say, if I were using your computer and I found a folder that says cheer me up, my first thought when you were explaining it is I'm going to put big old anal porn up there. And I'm going to put the B movie 3D hentai CG.
That's why I don't
XXX.
think it was on purpose. I truly think somebody just was I'm bookmarking this. And I know who it is. I'm I know who predominantly has used my computer that would have ended up on this site. And I'm next time I see you, I'll be calling your ass out. I'd be hey, have you ever heard of PornMD? Weird.
Why would you bookmark it though? I don't bookmark the porn sites. I know. I automatically remember all of the characters in the URL. That's what I do.
PF capital 7. F7 capital P lowercase s
equal sign 7 8
W $. Yeah.
9 parentheses quotation mark
/
But I mean, it's still even people who are oh, I just go to RedTube or some shit. They would just type in RedTube. You don't need to.
Yeah, you don't need to bookmark
PornMD.
shit. This isn't the fucking Middle Ages, y'all. You just, which, I mean, good for fucking PornMD for existing, because I was man, I didn't know one needed to canvas so many videos, but go off.
I don't know. I kind of disagree. I feel there's a pendulum swing of age, because when I was young, I would bookmark things, and then I'm all right, I've outgrown it. But now I'm but that's where all my recipes are. So I do have It's a little disorganized. I really need to go through it. But I do have a bunch of bookmarks now where I didn't 5-ish years ago.
I
feel the same way about writing your passwords down. I used to be against that. I'm
no, I work my
in
passwords
tech.
written down.
There's you can buy a little password journal at a office supply store. That's stupid. What are you doing? But then I realized one day, every website needs you to have a completely different password, and they're going to change it every 3 months, and they're crazy about it. And then I remembered, but if I write down my password, that's easy to get into. But then I thought, there's no fucking ninjas breaking into my house trying to get into my fucking Neopets account. What, are you stupid? Stop it. Just write the password down, you old man.
I also bury it in the backyard, and only I know the treasure chest. Once a year, I'd dig it back up to update it. Ignore that one spot in my grass that's just dirt. It's nothing.
I know that there's a weird, strange-looking rock next to my door, and I don't have any other rocks anywhere on my lawn. Just
yes,
don't
Daryl,
pretend it doesn't exist.
When you use the metal detector, it does beep there, but there's nothing there, I swear. It's an old horseshoe. Leave it alone.
There's iron in rocks all the time. That's how we found it originally, I think. I don't know. I played Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft. It's just an ore deposit. Leave it alone. It's my ore deposit. You cannot pick it.
Happy Halloween and welcome to We Have That Podcast at Home, the only podcast not too poor to contour. I'm 91% isopropyl gamage.
And I'm not a chemical Rachel. Technically, that's not true. And each week we play Russian roulette with our success, and we haven't played that in weeks because we ain't spun no wheels. Which means our lottery has been really shitty because there's been no winning or losing, really. We've just been watching garbage films.
Halloween. Happy Halloween. This episode will release the day before Halloween.
Oh my God.
And
Happy Halloween, pilgrims.
Happy Halloween, sure. But Halloween is a time of giving. There's no other time of year that you go out of your way to pick up some delicious Reese's Pieces and wait for children to invade your space and reward their efforts. There's no other time of year. Don't argue.
It is easily the friendliest holiday.
No
like,
holiday.
No bullshit.
No holiday is more about charity than Halloween. I'm looking at you. Christmas. Christmas is about obligation and guilt. Halloween is fair. There's no favoritism based on income. There's no such thing as a candy drive for families in need. There's no secret pumpkin man at work where you have to figure out what fucking candy bar to get Marion HR. No, that's stupid. There's no costumed Salvation Army creep standing outside the supermarket assaulting you with a bell for your candy so that they can feel good about hating the gays. No, Halloween is all about giving. And this Halloween, I'm giving back. Since day one, my mom has asked me for two things. For me to visit Georgia and to do an episode on Satan's Little Helper. And I'm not in Georgia, so let's talk about this movie.
What a beautiful intro that was, Gamage.
I thank you.
No, that is super fucking accurate, though. Halloween is definitely like the most neutral and friendly of the holidays.
Like I said, like there's no fucking candy drive. There's no fucking Secret Santa for Halloween. No, it's just I dressed up and I made treats for the office. There's no obligation to do this.
You know,
you do not have to go get candy for children. Sure, it used to be where if you did not provide treats to your neighborhood kids, then they were to, prank your house and egg it and
I still
TP
think
it.
that exists, but I don't think it's not a one-for-one trade,
Yeah, it's nowhere near the same level. And if we're going to be honest, Christmas used to be about giving and now it's not. So same thing. The times have changed and Halloween is the holiday for giving. Give your favorite person some Reese's Pieces unless they're allergic to peanuts. Then you're a monster.
Or if they're your not favorite person, then give them the Reese's Pieces.
And speaking of, this is your yearly reminder that Monster Mash is a song about a song and a dance. It's about both.
Thank you for that reminder. I had forgotten the age-old wisdom that was written on the tablets long ago. It's a song about a song and a dance.
It is about both a dance and a song, though, because, like, in the song, they even say, like, the Coffin 5 or whatever, the band, they were playing the Monster Mash. So it is a song, and then they're also doing the Monster Mash. It's both. It's both. It's fine. We can come together on this. No arguing this Halloween, damn it.
This is the happiest of holidays. No arguing.
I noticed that you didn't consolidate your notes with mine.
No, I didn't know. Honestly, I gotta be real straight with you. I watched this like last night and was like, I'm waiting to get to this episode and Gamage be like, actually, I did something wildly fucking different. We
No, but I
haven't
did
been
put
doing the
down.
note thing, so I honestly didn't think about it.
Well, it's because we forgot to. Like, I forget what
Yeah.
movie we kind of divulged
It was
or
like 4 or 5
diverged on it,
films ago.
but I did want to bring it back because I did want to like put down that like this is talking points, and it's a matter of like I'll put
Yes.
down my stuff, and then you put down what you want to talk about, and then
Yeah.
take over whatever parts you want to talk about, which is fine because I don't want to do the you forgot to mention X. We both do it, but it's annoying as shit. I sound like a little bitch, and you sound like Rachel the bitch.
Yeah,
Cunt bitch.
I sound like a dumb bitch, and you just sound like a little bitch.
So
But
I
I
have
always
here
sound
the
like a dumb
notes.
bitch, so it's fine.
I have here the notes, and I'm gonna go through the notes, and I mean you could comment too.
And
I'm
I'll
sure you've
just
got your
interject
own
in the middle of your sentence.
scrawl. But by golly, if you're like, oh, but what about the? I don't care.
I don't give a
I gave
single
you the
fuck.
opportunity.
All right, let's fucking roll into this bit. Actually, hold on. Before we start, I don't know if it's the fucking disgusting palate cleanser that we've had this October this like past several movies, but this movie's like not bad.
I didn't entirely hate it. It's an awful movie. It's stupid, and I hate it. But like also at the same time, like look,
I
this
would show
movie
this to someone.
fucking sucks, but if you navigate this movie from the guise of serial killer befriends boy, it kind of makes it hilarious.
No, it is. Honestly, I kind of loved it for that reason. I was like, I kind of wish they hadn't written a dad character in at all, because I think it would have been even better if it was like little boy looking for father figure and finds it in serial killer daddy. Because that's
this movie,
so good.
This movie is written and directed by Jeff Lieberman. You might recognize that as he's the one who did the screenplay for Neverending Story 3.
Ugh. Ugh. That makes me like this less.
Oh, that's good. So let's dive into the movie. It's not good. Like I remember the last half of it, the last like 20 minutes or so, I'm like, this is awful, and I can't believe I'm watching this.
The last 20 minutes were, we'll get there, but what a fucking ride.
Yeah.
They were so strange. And the whole film was strange. So, like, this made it stranger.
So the movie begins with 9-year-old Dougie playing a shitty Newgrounds Flash game on some old phone in the car with his mom.
I was going to ask you if that was supposed to be a Palm Pilot or, like, reminiscent of a PSP, which I looked it up, and PSPs came out that year. So I don't know if it's like,
that's not a PSP. That's
no,
not
I know.
even...
That's why I said reminiscent of. The left half is PSP-esque. The right half is flat. That's why I said Palm Pilot.
I originally wrote down Kick, like it was an old Kick phone, and I genuinely don't know. I had Kyocera and Razors. I was a cool kid in high school.
You're like, I was lit as fuck. I didn't need this shit. I do love that the game that he's playing is like a very shitty animated, like little cutout cartoon. It's very like early 2000s mini clip website game, and I
already said it. Newgrounds Flash game. That is exactly what the fuck that is. It's
well, there we go.
Have you ever never gone to Newgrounds?
No.
Oh man, it used to be Newgrounds and BabaBlackSheep.com, I think it was called. But those are like the two, Albino Black Sheep, I apologize. Those are the two websites you go to for like the weird fucking Flash games and shit. Newgrounds are for older people, of course, because there's a lot of porn and gore and shit.
No, I think I did Miniclip, and there was one with an A.
Oh yeah,
that
Miniclip.
Might have been.
Wasn't it Mondo Miniclip? Or was Mondo part of Miniclip?
It changed names multiple times. I think there was one that was called like Adventure something.
There's also the bottle cap ones. What was it called? Whatever. That
Postopia,
doesn't matter.
Which you could find inside of your cereal box, depending on the cereal you purchase.
Yeah, that doesn't matter
irrelevant.
Because this game is an actual game that's purchased that plays on the phone, and also no.
Oh,
This
I thought
game
you
is
meant
not
in
real
life.
for us.
I was like, Gamage, excuse me, this exists.
The game that this kid is playing is not a browser Flash game. It's just a game that he got for his game phone, but also his computer. Whatever. So. The mother has one of those old hands-free headsets, like the really old ones, and is talking to some friends and mentions that Jenna, Dougie's sister, is coming to visit, and Dougie says that he's going to marry her, which is a theme in this movie: incest. There's incest is a theme in the movie. You gotta. This is your trigger warning. There's incest, also murder.
At some point, actually, I want us to go into the description of this movie thinking Greek tragedy, because I'm like, is this written somewhere and somebody just modernized it? Because that's kind of how it feels.
I was about to argue, but I actually don't have an argument. That sounds
like
pretty apt.
A little bit possibly too true in some spaces, in some parts.
So Dougie has but two passions in life: his sister Jenna
Fucking
and
his
Satan.
sister and being obsessed with Satan.
That's it.
And sort of God. But it's like by extension through
no.
Satan.
We'll get there, but I feel like he has no love for God until he comes to terms with that he needs an antagonist for his
come to Jesus moment. Literally.
It's fine because Jesus will come to him. So they go to pick up Jenny, who's visiting from college for Halloween break. Is that what that is?
Fucking apparently, which is a crazy concept.
Also, if you're in college, you want that Halloween time.
She picks her up at the ferry.
Yeah, well, it's because they like live on an island, maybe.
Yeah. It's just funny that it's like, I took the ferry from the mainland to go home for the Halloweens.
So Jenna has brought her new boyfriend, Alex, with her. This upsets Dougie because incest is already a hard sell, but now there's a reasonably priced competitor.
Also, what a crazy fucking thing to do, because she very shortly, like a short time later, tells her mom this is their first date. And she's like, I brought you home for the weekend.
And he has issues. I didn't write this down, so it's fine. He has issues with his father, and he doesn't want to go home because his father's abusive and married a Japanese woman, I'm told.
That was the abuse, apparently. He just doesn't like Japanese people.
Upon arriving at home, Dougie runs off to find Satan. Jenna asks mom why Dougie is obsessed with Satan, and she blames video games. No, really, the addicting Satan's little helper video game is the root cause for Satan worship in this.
Which is so funny because they really like try to drive home that concept, because the mom plays it for like 2 seconds and starts ignoring everybody.
Yeah, Alex does too. He picks it up and he's just like, oh.
I get that.
It's
My mom was
thing.
like that.
So Dougie is out looking for Satan when he's attacked by ninjas, and they call him gay.
That's so funny. I wrote that exact sentence.
It's just like, ha, and you move on.
Yeah.
Dougie does find Satan, or it's some dude in a mask. It's some dude in a mask. It's a guy in a mask. He's in a mask and a coat and gloves, and he never says anything all movie. Get that across now.
Yeah.
He has clearly killed some people and is making it look like Halloween decorations on his lawn. Is that his house? I don't actually know.
I don't think so, but remains
you think it's
to be seen.
The people who he's murdered house?
Maybe.
How often? He goes back there a lot.
Yeah, he does. I'm trying to think now. Yeah, I don't know. I got a question for you. How often do you think somebody actually like murders somebody and uses them as a decoration on Halloween, or it goes like unnoticed because it's Halloween?
I feel like it should have happened at least a couple times, but
right?
Not often enough.
I had like the reverse situation where for Halloween, or I think around Christmas time also, my uncle had this big dummy that he would staple the hands of to like
it was you.
the eaves, and then have it look like he was falling off a ladder and holding onto the roof. And the police department would get called constantly because they're like, oh my God, this man's falling off of his ladder, which is a crazy thing to call somebody about instead of like going and helping. Now that I'm an adult in retrospect, in this moment, I just realized how fucking wild that is.
You better get here quick. Oh, he's slipping.
Yeah, but they were always like, oh no, don't worry about it. It's just that house. Like, it's fine. And I'm like,
I know that there's
that has to happen like at least once with a real body where people are like, it's no big deal. It's Halloween.
I know that happens. It's a pretty common story around Christmas. There's that Christmas decoration of the Santa where he's like holding onto the roof, and it even like moves its legs back and forth. And people are like, haha, this is cute. And then it's just like, kids across the street are crying right now. You don't need to be extra, Dave.
That one woman whose husband died falling off the roof during Christmas time, putting up the lights, is extremely scarred by this.
That's why they do it.
Just to fuck with Debbie.
So, after seeing Jenna dressed up as some Renaissance flower bitch, Alex decides that he's going to dress up as Satan in order to win over Dougie's weird approval. The boy, Dougie, confronts Satan and asks to be his helper. Satan only responds in nods and handshakes, but occasionally finger guns. I love it when Satan finger guns. I get a chuckle every time.
Yeah,
he just goes
good.
like, yeah, man.
Yeah, it's like finger guns and like a very emphatic thumbs up, and then they occasionally have like a secret handshake, which is also precious.
So Dougie asks him to kill Alex, and Satan agrees or nods and then follows him home. Dougie attempts to lure Alex down into the basement so that Satan can kill him, but is instead enlisted into helping Alex find a Satan costume.
My favorite part about the basement is that Dougie goes down there and then he's like, this is where I can play and nobody can hear me. And Satan's like, yeah, nodding along. And then you'd hear his mom go, Dougie, and he's like, yeah. And she's like, come upstairs. He's like, okay, be right there. And I'm like, yeah, no one can hear you down here, huh? Fucking soundproof.
The writing isn't like super solid.
I don't even think it's that. I just think this kid as a character is one of like the dumbest fucking stumps with legs I've ever seen in my life.
Rachel, Dougie is quite possibly the dumbest character ever written for cinema.
Yeah,
there's no equal. There's no equal. There's a movie. There's a Lifetime original movie about somebody who's been a vegetable their whole life and they're hooked up to life support, and that vegetable is smarter than Dougie. Let me tell you.
I was debating throughout this film.
No, stop it. Dougie's the dumbest character in the world, and he deserves death. And we don't see it. Spoiler, kind of, maybe. I don't know.
There's a later point where I wrote, I would hit a kid. Because of his response to shit. No, I was going through a debate in my head of like, this kid is the type of dumb where like, even though he does evil shit the whole fucking film, like you can't call him evil because he's just too fucking dumb to even understand that he is committing like horrible acts. And then I changed my mind briefly at one point, and then I changed it back and was like, no, he's just dumb.
He's stupid. He's
so dumb.
He's so dumb. So the change of plans prompts Dougie to inform Satan the new plan, and he's seen sniffing pansies because he's a squirrely, weird little guy.
Satan in particular, not Dougie. It's important to clarify because of the incest comment, though.
There's a random Saddam Hussein costume.
I didn't
That's
catch
all.
that.
Yeah, that's all. It's when they go to the costume store. He like comes out and he like does like a Sieg Heil, I think, and then just walks off. And I'm like,
Okay, I'm glad you caught that because I also wrote, do they do the Hitler salute? But then they do it like 27 other times. So I was just like,
they
yes.
do, yeah. So Alex tries to bond with Dougie, who's unimpressed.
Also,
and then
Alex spends the whole fucking time in the costume store just kind of making it about himself, where he like goes to go bond with this kid and dress as Satan, and then he's like, I'm gonna dress up as my dad instead of Satan.
His interpretation's just his dad. Like he's like, I need a toupee. You're going to acting school. I'm not proud of you. And it's just like that.
It's so weird.
This is your idea of Satan, huh?
It makes me not feel bad about what happened next.
I mean, Satan meets them outside and then beats Alex up. Doesn't kill him. He just knocks him around a little bit and then takes him back. A lot of it.
To be fair, I did watch this at 1.5 speed, which did make that entire scene fucking hilarious.
They loop it too, I think. But they just like he just kicks his ass and then he takes him and poses him on his porch or that other person's porch. I don't know. But then he sees a cat and then splats it against the wall and uses it to write boo.
Yeah, what the fuck? This is easily that one snippet is the most fucked up part of this movie. And the rest of it's like, whatever. But he just brains a fucking cat.
I was vetting this movie because I didn't want Brittany to watch it in case there's like certain imagery and stuff. And like I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna watch this one by myself, babe. And she fucking comes over and looks over my shoulder the minute this scene happens.
Oh my God, Brittany!
And I'm
no.
like, and I was just mad at her. I'm like, you're a dumb bitch. I told
You're like, I
you,
fucking told you.
But she was like, it's fine. That was so stupid and ridiculous that it didn't fucking bother me even a little bit.
That's impressive because I watched this and I was like, Gamage, why did your mom suggest this to us? What in the fuck? So Satan comes back to the house with Dougie and he goes to try to kill his sister. And then instead of killing her, he's like, oh my God, tits. So he's just staring at her chest and like holding her face. And then she thinks it's her boyfriend. So they're like dancing around together and he's like grabbing her tits. And she's just like cool with it happening in front of her brother. And her brother's like, yeah, because incest.
Oh, because it's Satan. It's okay if it's either him or Satan.
Yes. Those are the two things in his life.
Those are the options.
Him and Satan can do weird fucked up shit.
It's like,
Everybody else.
it's like being really into like hunting and also blowjobs and then a stag giving you a blowjob and like you're like, yeah. I mean,
but then
not
when
me.
your wife does
This is what hunters are like. Hunters, I want you to know that the world looks at you and thinks you look fucking ridiculous with your traffic cone vest. Rachel knows what it's for now, but
here's the thing. How did we as a generation grow up with what is his name? The bald guy that Bugs Bunny fucks with all the time.
Elmer Fudd?
Yeah. How did we grow up with Elmer Fudd and then still our generation was like, yeah, hunting's cool?
Well, it's because people like you and me saw that and went, ha ha, funny, that's ridiculous. And then other kids saw that and went, ha ha, funny, but then their dads took them out fucking hunting. It's learned behavior. Same goes for racism. You're not just born being like those black people. No, it's fucking... Your weird parents took them to weird white people only church and ghost rallies, and they're like, wait a minute, yeah, I am the superior race, and I'm not getting my comeuppance. I need to be extra racist about this. It's all learned behavior. Speaking of, there's that video that's posted online. I saw it on Reddit where like this guy's like fucking berating his child for not wanting to shoot an animal, and like. It's disgusting to watch because you're like, damn, that kid, because that kid's like empathetic. He's like, I don't want to shoot an animal. And the dad's like, you're a pussy. He says something about like living in his underwear or some shit. I don't know.
What?
I watched it when I was half asleep. I just woke up when I watched it, but I was just like, ugh, this is an awful start to the day.
You're like, I have a vomit flavor in my mouth now. Thank you.
I'm sure if you Google it, you'll find it.
Did you see that they're trying to put, speaking of racism, they're trying to put Charlie Kirk on money now?
They're trying to do a lot of things. Well, they're trying to do that because like they're like, we're doing this because you're so obsessed with Biden and Bernie Sanders. And it's just like, no, we're not.
Last time I checked,
we don't have Trump
put
merch.
Him on money and then talk about wanting to build statues at every college that he spoke.
Oh man, they started construction work on the White House. Have you seen that?
No.
They're completely tearing down like a corner to make a big ballroom, and it's kind of real sad to watch.
Didn't they also put up a golden statue of Trump holding a Bitcoin? Like that's a real thing that's happening, right?
I think that could be AI or planned. I know that they were putting up some do-gooder out there was putting up statues of like Trump and Epstein like best friends like holding hands.
Yeah,
that was a fun week.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're getting away from it now.
Yeah. Anyway, shit's crazy out there.
Trick-or-treaters stop by, so the mom hands out money because they're out of candy.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, they send Satan to the store to pick some up. Alex wakes up because he's not dead, and why Satan killed everyone else but not Alex is beyond my understanding. He even killed a cat randomly, but like Alex, he's like, I'll leave him alive for, I don't know, some master plan that may happen.
Who the fuck knows?
Dougie pleads with Satan to just not kill his mom and sister, and they swear on it with a hail. Jesus Christ!
Sieg Heil?
Yes, thank you. Yeah, it's Sieg Heil. Sieg
Heil.
They do a Nazi salute. It's a Nazi salute, Elon.
Yeah, that's it.
They leave the store with a shopping cart full of goodies because grocery store clerks can't do shit.
Also, I just love that the grocery store guy follows them.
Yes.
And he, of course, gets stabbed because as somebody that works any sort of outlet, you cannot follow a customer. And
No.
the company's not going to pay for that funeral anymore because he followed the customer. He was fired the second he walked out the door.
Yeah, they'll like you'll be bleeding
They're
out.
gonna be
They'll
like,
clock. They will clock you out right there. Like, well,
Yeah.
it looks like you're gonna go home, right? I'll clock you out now.
You're
You're a little bit
they're
late
gonna-
back from your 15, so I'll shave 2 minutes off of it too.
They're going to look at the footage of him leaving the store before getting stabbed and thrown in a dumpster and be like, oh, that was him quitting. Obviously, you can see it.
That implies they're ever gonna look at the camera. They're not gonna do that. So then Satan and Dougie start ramming pregnant women, a baby, a blind guy with the shopping cart.
Oh, mind you,
all while
important detail. When
Is
he
it-
stabs the guy and throws him in the fucking dumpster, Dougie's just sitting there going, ha ha ha, it's so real. He's going to hate the smell of the garbage. Like, this kid's walking around as this dude murders people, and it's just like, it's fake.
yes, because he's stupid. They also hit, like I said, they hit a pregnant woman and shit with a cart, and Dougie's cheering the entire time.
This was the scene where I was like, he might also be evil. And then it circled back to, no, he's just a dumb piece of
He's really
shit.
stupid.
He's so
stupid.
stupid.
They go trick-or-treating, which translates to home invasions and murder. They murder an old lady. And then
Did
Alex...
you hear the old lady before she answers the door?
I
goes,
did, yes.
Where'd you get that coat? From a hussy?
Yeah.
It's just like a suit
You could have put
jacket.
that in
Am
the
I
notes,
crazy?
but you didn't.
Wait, but like, am I crazy?
No,
it's just a
you
suit
are crazy.
jacket.
You're crazy. No, wait. You're not crazy. You just
I'm
forgot to put the notes
irresponsible.
down, so you don't
Yeah,
get to talk about
It's
it.
irresponsible, Gambage. It's not crazy.
It's very irresponsible. So
It's
Alex,
leaning dangerously close to Dougie, is what it is.
Is it?
Yeah,
Alex
fucking
is
stupid.
now conscious and tries to beeline to Jenna to explain the situation. Wait, no, he goes to his father's house, who he's explicitly stated he hates, and I don't know why he does this.
Yeah, that's
but-
a wild choice.
He sees Satan and Dougie and then just goes, oh shit, and books it. Satan goes up to the door instead and then beats his dad's Alex's dad's girlfriend and also his dad because he thinks it's Alex for no reason. Like, everybody sees the Satan costume and they're like, oh, that's Alex. That's Alex.
They're like, this kid's weird. He
Even
would dress
people-
up as this shit.
He didn't even know Alex was back. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, wild fucking decision. I also really loved the premise of his dad being with like younger women because he has a toupee. Like he
Yeah.
very clearly is a much older man, and it's like no, the toupee is what gets him the tail.
To be fair, this movie is supposed to be a dark comedy. That is very clearly satire because nobody in the world looks at a toupee and goes, that's some
right.
nice hair. That's no. Toupee always clashes. It has never once looked correct on a person and made them hot for them, ever.
Have you seen? I don't know where or why I saw this recently. Oh fuck! What is it called?
You got
it's
5
called, I
seconds.
Think, it's called I
4,
Think You Should Leave.
3,
Have
2.
you watched that?
Rachel, I cannot have you bring that up every other episode. Yes, I've seen it.
Okay, you know the one
Every
where
other
it's
episode, Rachel.
It's
Yeah,
the whole
Rachel, I do
skit.
know.
Shut the fuck up. It's the whole. I brought it up maybe one other time. It's the whole skit where they're like, "Are you tired of wearing your toupee? You feel like you're living a lie. You want to go bald. Here's our options." And it's like 6 months of like hair thinning, like different hair thinning toupees. And then it's like, or you can get the Supreme package, and it's a fucking gorilla ripping the hair off your head.
Hey, future Gamage, I want you to put in the clip here from literally 4 episodes ago where I'm recommending the show to Rachel. It'll be really funny.
Somebody recommended it to me before you because
I know, but I recommended it to you and you're like, I don't know what that is. And then later went, oh yeah,
fuck you.
fuck
I'm
me.
trying to
Look,
bond with you about funny shit. It doesn't have to be in the episode, Gamage.
we already bonded, and that's the problem is we're bonding and then you're forgetting and then trying to rebond like a weird Alzheimer uncle. Stop it.
Just
You're terrible.
I mean, you've described me perfectly. Both the terrible and the Alzheimer, whatever the fuck. I didn't actually hear the second half.
Satan gives Dougie some pills, and then they split up because cops show up. Dougie goes back home where the ninjas come back to trick or treat, and
I
they
love
give
that
him
these
pills.
kids watch the grandma or whatever die and like shit their pants, and then they're like, "We're just gonna go back to trick or treating," and making fun of this kid.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Satan returns to Dougie's house, and Jenna is over it. She doesn't like the character Alex is playing, but then she slowly realizes that he's just a serial killer and not Alex at all. And then the dad comes home. Jenna is freaking out, but like everybody else is like normal. But like Jenna is not freaking out enough, in my opinion. She's like, oh my God. And she's, I don't know, catatonic.
Yeah, she's definitely like, we've hit shock processing levels.
But the mama's annoyed, and then Satan busts out and rips the dad's intestines out from his heart.
Yeah, the
Is that
dad's
what
in this
happens
film
here?
for like 3 lines. And then
Yeah.
he gets... Yeah, I don't know what organ that was supposed to be.
Because he clearly goes for his heart, but then he's like pulling out intestines and tying them around a chair.
Yeah, it was very
get it.
confusing. The anatomy on this, extremely questionable.
Incredibly. And then Dougie is upset now because he's like, wait a minute.
It's been
Satan
real?
kidnaps the mom, and then she just lets it happen. Also
Yeah.
catatonic. This family is stupid and panicky. They're like deer.
The sister is like the only like vaguely useful one. And that's pushing it. The term vaguely useful is pushing it.
Vaguely. Jenna calls the cops, and it shows the police department is on fire and everyone is dead. Because Satan is just Jason Bourne or some shit.
Yeah.
I realize now that like there's like anarchy slowly happening in the background. A bunch of like people being like, anarchy.
People are just
I
like
think
rioting.
that was attached to the police thing. Is there's like riots and shit.
Well, yeah, there's a scene where some dude comes up to Alex and is like, "Oh,
Satan.
all the 3 of the police are dead, and they let go of all the people in the holding cells or some shit." It's not Satan; it's somebody else. Well, I mean, I guess it could be Satan in a different costume, but
yeah, there is a scene where like somebody comes up and he's just like, yeah, and he like does like a secret handshake with Satan, and it's just like, okay.
yeah,
So there's clearly some like background shit happening that we just don't have the context for.
they're homies,
Maybe
I
in
guess.
the Satan's Little Helper 1.5 with audio commentary we'll get the shit. So yeah, Dougie is literally like, wait a minute. Those dead
Hold on
people
a
were
second.
really dead. Jen and Alex reunite and then head to the big party with a stolen police gun. Satan attends the party with the mom all taped up, and it's just a big gag. Like, ho, ha, she's all taped up, and everybody's like, ha, ha, Halloween.
I love Satan schmoozing the other guests because they're just like filling in the blanks for him, and then he keeps doing like the finger guns, and then like a really dramatic like aha, and it's just so good with the mask that they chose for him.
Very much. Satan poisons the punch with some drain cleaner or some shit. Now, I'm not a chemist, but this is bullshit and wouldn't work. Like, if there's enough to kill you, you'd like smell it or even taste it, and your body would be like, no, man, you can't do that.
They're also
if there's,
all adults. Like, it's not like 19-year-olds at a party where they're like, yeah, alcohol's supposed to smell like lighter fluid.
But also, it is like if it's not enough, if it's enough to where like the taste will like kind of be masked over the chemical-y taste of it, then like that's just enough to get somebody kind of sick, not kill anybody.
Like they're probably just gonna vomit.
Like I find it bullshit.
Another fucking huge thing I take umbrage with is they steal the cop's gun, and then
Umbrage, you say?
Alex.
What is this word?
Alex goes and he's like, I have to get a disguise because I need to get close enough to use this thing while talking about a gun, which is fucking crazy to begin with. And then when they show up to the party, Alex has not gotten a costume, but Jenna is now dressed like a large baby chicken. A large chick.
What do you mean Alex didn't get a costume? He
didn't get a costume. No, he didn't.
He did get a costume. It's a big green thing. And somebody even says like, oh, it's Shrek. That was a whole gag.
When does he pull it off?
I mean, he pulls it off later, but when they show up to the party both in costume, that happens.
He doesn't wear it long enough to even. I guess I don't know. I skipped around. I was watching this on a fucking pirated thing, and it kept reloading.
Yeah,
so I must have missed it.
I mean, I did that too. I couldn't find I mean, pirating's bad, but don't do it.
Mine kept
But
skipping back to the beginning. I was pissed.
he was definitely in like a green suit. They did a Shrek gag and everything, and I'm like,
All right,
the
I
fuck?
believe
I had to
you.
look at the date. It's 2004. Because I'm like, this isn't the 80s?
Oh, that's
So that
funny.
definitely happened. But yeah,
All right.
he doesn't wear for very long. He has to take it off. But she's in a chicken costume. And
All right,
then
this
Satan,
makes more sense then. I was like, this is a wild thing to put in here and not follow up on.
yeah, that's the wild thing to not follow up on. Satan sees through the disguise because Jenna is wearing heels.
And that makes sense.
Yeah,
So he's a
it's-
foot fetish. That's the one thing we know about him.
He just sees her from across the party, like just the head, and goes, "Nah, I know that you're wearing heels, and that means you're Jenna
Obviously.
or something." I mean, he's right, but he has no reason to be, you know?
He Sherlock
Like-
Holmes that shit. He was like, Jenna in a chick costume would be approximately this height, and she's wearing the heels. I can
The Joe
X-ray
Spaghetti straps.
vision see that there's tits under there. I know it's you.
So Satan makes an escape by putting tape over the mom's nose and then sets her loose on the dance floor so she can suffocate. She panics and wriggles around, which makes it way worse. Jenna stumbles around in a chicken stew instead of just removing it. And then she finally removes the tape. This shit's goofy. I don't know how these people survive this long.
That whole scene was so dramatic too. Her being like, does anybody have nails? And everybody in the party just quietly being like, oh no, I don't.
Oh, no.
I might be
But
dressed
then
like a
apparently-
drag queen, but I don't have any nails. It's crazy.
Despite what's happening, like, later on you find out that the whole party got poisoned. So despite what's happening, they're just like, all right, that's over. And then they continue to be merry and drink poison. Also,
Delicious.
Jenna just leaves her mom there. They're like, she just leaves. So Alex confronts Satan at gunpoint, demanding that he unmasks.
Wait, Gamage, can we
And-
reenact this scene?
No, I don't want
Wait,
to.
no. You're gonna be Satan. So it's
Okay.
really easy. Okay,
All right,
ready?
yeah.
I point a gun at you. Who are you? Dad? Let me hand you this gun. That's it.
Bang.
That's the scene. And then Satan shoots himself in the hand and gives it back.
Okay, so a little
What?
bit of context. There is I didn't realize it until because I paused it to take notes and then I went back and watched it again. There's a point. So when Satan was invading his Alex's dad's house, Alex's dad thinks that Satan is Alex, and then he puts his hand up like, I'm gonna smack you. Satan does that here, and then that's when Alex is like, Dad? Because he recognizes the hand movement. Satan's a little smarty pant guy, I'm guessing. I'm not
Bitch
justifying.
slapping
It's dumb as
smartass.
shit. It's stupid. It's flimsy. It's not an argument, but I'm just saying Alex is stupid also. Everybody here's stupid.
Dumb as fuck.
This is an island that you have to take a ferry to because this is where people get sent to when they're like, you're not allowed.
It's my idea of if we all stick all the dumb people on an island, we can hope for another Australia. Give it 100 years, they'll be pretty and they'll tame crocodiles. It'll be great.
But then Satan's little helper will happen and it'll have to fucking blank slate it all over again.
We'll see.
So Jenna rejoins Alex. So they go to Alex's dad's house where they find Satan just standing at a tree, and they don't even try to question him. They just shoot him like a bunch. It's obviously not him, but naive and relieved, they're like, oh, take off the mask. It is Alex's dad, just as I thought. And then Jenna just leaves to go retrieve her mother and get to Dougie. Dougie, sweet, stupid little Dougie, has prayed to God for help and has believed that God will help in the form of God, like Satan, dressed up as a trick-or-treater, but not God, but in Jesus' costume.
Yes.
So God in it, God,
The Father,
God
the Son, and
in
the
a
Holy Ghost are
Jesus
all present.
costume, trick-or-treating, and he would knock on the door and everything, and would
Yes.
also only communicate via hand gestures and nods. The No Child Left Behind Act was implemented 3 years before this movie.
Oh,
That is why I believe that this island was just like, let's just put them all here.
And then we'll be safe, hopefully.
Dougie spots Jenna, and then he turns to God in the Jesus costume and says, go get Satan, and then fucking runs up to Jenna. Jenna isn't, well, she's not that stupid, but she's kind of stupid. So she's just like, wait a minute, that wasn't God, Jesus, you have blood on your hands. So they go back to home where they meet the mom there. Again, Jenna just left her at the party. God, in the Jesus costume, ambushes Alex and then drags him back to the family basement. Jenna and the mother find the Jesus costume individual and proceed to stab it a bunch of times without talking to him or questioning anything.
This was
It's
also
obviously Alex.
preceded by Jenna going, his ass is fucking grass, as her like murder tagline for defeating the bad guy.
So Dougie has learned his lesson, and now he's like, oh, wait, Satan's still out here. So he runs out to the police car that Satan had stolen earlier and sees a helicopter fly by, and then he grabs the radio, and then just, helicopter. He just talks to the helicopter with it.
Also, whoever fucking is spotlighting from that helicopter is doing a terrible job, because they roll over that kid like 4 or 5 times.
To be fair, there is a big anarchy riot happening and other issues happening. So
it's also the stupid people island. So they're like, what's the loss here?
they're doing a tally. There's one, there's a kid, one, move on.
That one's still alive. We'll circle back later. Hopefully he won't be there anymore.
So he's asking the helicopter for help on the radio. And then a cop approaches Dougie wearing a human mask. And Dougie is just like, hell yeah, you heard me. And then leads him back into the house. And at some point, you just need to let nature take its course, which is fine because that's where the movie ends. The mom and Jenna both see the cop and they're like, oh, good, the cop is here. It's a fucking mask.
Yeah, it's a human face mask.
But also, insult to injury is that their address was 66, and then you see the cop like write an extra 6 underneath it because Satan.
Spoopy. Yeah, what a fucking film.
Rachel, what did you think of this movie?
I would absolutely show this movie to somebody because there was more than one occasion where I was going, what the fuck is this? But in like an entertained way.
Yeah, to be fair, this is written off as a dark comedy. So, like, it does check the dark comedy marks of, like, oh, yep, it's going to be ridiculous. It's not, like, the same as, like, a shitty forced cult classic horror movie.
Yeah.
Like, you know, other movies.
Like Troll 2.
No. Troll 2 was a cult classic, but it was not intended to be. That's the difference. That movie is like serious.
I don't think you can be a cult classic if you intend to be a cult classic.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Is that my argument is that a lot of the bad horror movies these days are intended to be like campy, and I'm like, that's you've already lost. You can't go into it expecting it. You have to pour your heart and soul into a project and just be basically Dougie and just be wrong. Or you completely lean the other way, like this movie or Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Like that's the leaning the other way, where it's just like, we're not going to make a campy cult movie. We're going to make a dark comedy movie where it's like it's intended to be satire and kind of funny.
Yeah.
Would you recommend this movie?
Like, in what context? Because, like, yes. If somebody was like, do you have a good film I should watch? Honestly, I might recommend this and be lying. Because it'd be funny.
Yeah, I mean, I'd recommend it. I think it's just a yes or no. Like, I wouldn't care about the context.
I think, here's what I want to know. If somebody asked me what movies I would recommend, I would ask if they like Big Daddy. And this is the pipeline that I would go to. I would go from Big Daddy to being like, you should watch this film. If you liked Big Daddy, watch this. Because that feels right.
You're not wrong. Do you hate Big Daddy or something?
No, I actually loved that movie as a kid. Okay. I just feel like the like awkward father figure and young boy trope really made this for me. So
Yeah,
weird serial killer daddy, because their relationship was fabulous. It was
there's
great.
weird endearing
Minus
moments.
him murdering his dad.
Yeah, it's not cool.
But I get it. He was jealous. They had a secret
But
handshake, and then daddy came home, and it wasn't cool anymore.
Because it kind of felt like, oh, he has an absent father figure who's like abusive or something, but like you don't see the father, but then the father comes home. No, he's a great dad. He's like, hey there, kiddo.
He's
and
chill.
like he's the one that bought him Satan's little helper. Betty regrets it now, but he's the one who fucking provided and is just like push the kid into his hobby, and like the kid loves his dad because that was the last straw. Satan could fucking fillet his sister all day. That's fine. It's only when he kills his dad that's a problem.
Yeah, that he suddenly becomes aware of what death looks like.
Dougie's dumb. The moral of the story is that Darwinism is very real.
The moral of the story is that Darwinism isn't intact. That kid lives for so long. Are you kidding me?
He does,
if Darwinism was real, he'd be one of the first ones dead. At least halfway through. And instead, he maybe was murdered at the end.
He's definitely the pumpkin toadlet in nature, where you're looking at it and you're like, how are you still here?
You watch it jump and you're like, oh, Jesus Christ.
You watch it propel itself into the air in a direction without any way to stabilize itself and just fleeing and spin like a football and wonder, I don't know why you have that. Like, Darwin finches are amazing. You look at Darwin finches, all of them have different beaks because like each beak is used to do something different, like seeds or insects.
Yeah.
So like you're like, oh wow, you could see evolution kind of just take place in this weird branching effect. And then the pumpkin toad, that's like, why do you have that? Other frogs could jump, but not like that. It's kind of efficient.
But not like that.
I digress. So
I love pumpkin toadlets. Anytime I think about them, it makes
they're
me
hilarious.
happy. They're
We've
so
talked
good.
about them before, but if you don't, you go to YouTube and type in pumpkin toadlet and have yourself a gas.
Yeah, if
They're
you're having a
hilarious.
bad day, look up pumpkin toadlets. It will make life better.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Like they're also bad at finding mates, but they still pull it off. Nobody really knows what's happening here.
They figure it out, you know?
I mean, I guess, yeah, life finds a way.
It does.
So I've been listening to some music lately.
Oh, tell me more. I love that you're free
so-
from your rabbit hole.
I am free from my rabbit hole. But what's funny is that I'm going to recommend an artist that I've been listening to a long time, and you've even previously recommended.
From the rabbit hole?
No. There's a couple that I might come back to later if things change, but the one I'm going to recommend this week is Baby No Money, who you've recommended, though you didn't know how to say his name, and that was fun to listen to. You were like $BBNO, which I'm like, that's a line from a
funny
song.
because he says it in like every song.
It's
and I'm just done. It's fine.
It Boy, because he's the Gen Z Eminem. His words, not mine, but they're true. He's a white boy rapper, but like he's a very talented white boy rapper. He's very big. I don't know how you haven't heard of him by now, unless you're Markiplier. Context for you, Rachel, is that you know who Markiplier is.
Yes, I know who Markiplier is.
Markiplier is a very famous streamer, but like Baby No Money is famous for like getting with streamers, like, you know, like Ludwig, Game Grumps, even Iron Mouse. He even does a song with Iron Mouse. But like Baby No Money is like very fun to watch. He likes to cosplay. He likes to do big group things with streamers and stuff. He likes to collab. But somebody was just like, "Hey, Markiplier, are you going to collab with Baby No Money?" And he's just like, "I don't know what that is. Is that Bitcoin?"
I don't know what that is.
Since then, Baby No Money is just like putting out memes of like me just hoping Markiplier notices me. But he's great. He's a great rapper. But he released an album like last Friday, 2 Fridays ago, I guess, which was like all of his singles that he's been doing for like the last 2-3 years. Because I feel like every other week I heard a new single of his, and I'm like, does this guy do an album ever?
Apparently,
and
yes.
here it
It
is.
just took a while.
Yes, but it's got all the big ones on it. It Boy, 1800, ADD. But the 3 songs I'm going to recommend, ADD being one of them, is FUNK, is a very like different kind of funk soul song. Very good. And also Main Squeeze, which is a very different Baby No Money song. Like it's kind of endearing and sweet about like having like a significant other and like being there for them. And I'm like, I wasn't expecting this from the fucking MILF boy, but sure, man. The album title is Baby No Money by Baby No Money. That's BBNO $,
which is exactly how you say it.
HIM, the Gen Z Eminem.
I don't know who this Baby No Money is. It's just BBNO $. Oh, fuck.
Well, when you first did that, I thought you were doing a bit like when I did that like that.
No.
When I did that KE $ ha.
No, Gamage. I just belong on the island. I escaped during the riots of 2004.
There's nothing wrong with not knowing how to pronounce something. I've said it before. It's like you read a word 100 times and you're like, oh, and then you say it and then people are like, ha, you got it wrong. And it's just like, I'm sorry, I've never fucking heard it. I've only read it because I read books, you dumb dick. You Dougie Dick.
Yeah, don't be elitist, you twat.
Dumpy Dougie Dick.
Dumpy Dougie Dick. I like that. Dumpy Dougie Dick of the Week is going to be a new segment that we have. This week, it's Dougie.
The Dumpy Dougie Dick of the Week goes to Dougie, the very first and
possibly
of his name.
last Dumpy Dougie Dick.
Only because we'll forget, because I want to do more. Rachel, what are you listening to musically?
Okay, sorry to recommend an R&B soul artist 2 weeks in a row, because the one that I recommended last was, objectively, her whole new album is quite slow, and it made me think that perhaps I was thinking of somebody else when I was thinking of somebody bouncing between styles.
You're doing great.
But this is someone that's fairly famous, but goddamn, is she motherfucking talented? Have you heard of Olivia Dean?
No, I have not.
Oh, Gamage, Olivia Dean is so fucking good. And she just put out an album in September. Yes, September 26th. Fantastic album. But the songs I'm going to recommend to you are, this one's really popular. That is from the album Man I Need, which is on this new album.
You're still doing great.
The new album. Thank you. Appreciate the moral support. Man I Need became really popular. So Easy to Fall in Love is another really good one. If you want to go back in time a little bit to 2023, Dive is personally one of my favorites, is an excellent fucking song. But motherfucker be talented. Listen to that shit.
Yeah, it looks like it's pretty jazzy.
Yeah. No, Olivia, her voice is fucking gorgeous and her lyrics are good. Go enjoy Olivia Dean. It's definitely slower. It's not like a work tune for you.
If you want like more upbeat jazzy, Suzanne by Ray, that's what I'm looking for. Like it's,
that's a really good song.
Because Ray, we both already talked about Ray. Ray's great, but then like that song Suzanne, who is actually
good.
Somebody else's song. I forget who. It's Calvin Harris or some shit.
I didn't know that. I prefer to only think of it as being
Sorry,
Ray.
Mark Ronson. It's Mark Ronson. He's the guy who did Uptown Funk.
Oh,
featuring
really?
Bruno Mars. Yeah. But yeah, that song, Suzanne, that's like, I don't mean to one-up Rachel. I mean, I do.
Suzanne is so good.
Automatically, Suzanne is like...
It's so good. I think Olivia Dean is like a different... It's not the same type of music, because Suzanne's like, it's like you said, it has a little bit more of that like upbeat sort of funky tones, and Olivia Dean is definitely more like R&B soul. She has like a little bit of pop mixed in there on occasion, but it's like mostly that R&B soul vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Olivia Dean, Dive is going to be my top recommendation for the week. Thank you guys for listening. If you liked what you heard, or you'd like to sign up one of your friends to go live on the island, please like and subscribe on whatever your most favorite is podcasting places. If you want us to talk about a thing, you can email us at whtpah@gmail.com. That's at gmail.com. You can also follow us on Instagram at We Have That Podcast at Home, all one giant word spelled correctly, or follow us at WHTPAH on Blue Sky. That's on Blue Sky. Next week, we will be tackling, and we finally get to do this, the illustrious and fine art of Gamage Forgot This Happens Every Week. I made sure I was far enough away from the microphone that hopefully you heard that. It's comedy, which means we're going to do whatever the fuck we want.
I actually didn't hear that, but it's fine.
Oh,
I
damn
know
it.
you haven't listened to like the last, I don't know, 30 episodes, but I've just been cutting that.
Yeah, didn't you put in an actual wheel sound?
I put in an actual wheel
Yeah,
sound.
it's fine. This is just for me. It's fine. Sometimes you like phase out as I start and
You
you do
have
a
been
wheel
listening. That
sound.
makes me
Yeah.
happy.
Yes. No, occasionally it's like it starts the sound that I'm making and then it's like, yeah.
Yeah, I love that filter, but it was just a trial period and it wants me to buy it. And I'm like, no. So,
You're like, absolutely not.
I don't need to do it for this one gag. Yeah, I've been off
It is
brand
funny,
Gamage.
though. And I've been off-brand Rachel. And this has been We Have That Podcast at Home. Please leave your local Dougie inside the house if you don't want to get murdered this Halloween.
And also, please leave.
Just leave the podcast.
Just
We're done.
leave. Goodbye.
Go away. Why are you still here? Get the fuck out.